It's the way to go. Eat a fig, not a pig. Let your kindness show. If it's your wig or a jig or a swig, do you dig? Big. It's the way to go. It's Big Fat Vegan Radio.
When something's fat, there's a lot to show. It's gotta be fat to help the movement grow. Making fat loud chat that won't be flat. It's fat. And here's our show. It's Big Fat Vegan Radio.
I just got that vegan glow, like a drag queen calling Patrick Goudreau. I'm a YouTube vegan cooking up good eating. Veganism makes me glow. It's Big Fat Vegan Radio.
All right, vegans, all together now. When something's fat, there's a lot to show. It's gotta be fat to help the movement grow. Making fat loud chat that won't be flat. It's fat.
It's the way to go.
It's Big Fat Vegan Radio.
Hey everyone, welcome to Big Fat Vegan Radio. We're podcasting from East Coast to West Coast to discuss veganism in all of its glory. I'm here all by myself for another interview. I'm really excited to bring you today's interview, guys. It's with Brian Patton, otherwise known as the Sexy Vegan, and we're here to talk about his new fantastic cookbook, The Sexy Vegan Happy Hour at Home. I met Brian in person at Vita Vegan Con, and he's just a great cookbook author and person, and delightful and super funny. So I hope you enjoy our interview. Let's get right to it. Welcome to the show, Brian.
Pleasure to be here, Laura.
Oh, such a delight to have you. So, we're just really wanted to have you on to talk about your new book because we think it's fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
And yeah, no, I love it. It's so funny. I don't remember where I just heard this. I think it was maybe on, I think it was on Red's podcast. Somebody was talking about how it's so great to have a niche for your books nowadays because it's just, well, I mean, look, it's not hard to get a vegan to buy a cookbook.
Right.
Is it? Oh, I've never had so many cookbooks until I went
No.
vegan. I went crazy. But it's true. The more niche, the more desirable it is, and it's totally true. So this is so great. So it's this is your second book, and
That's correct.
it's the Sexy Vegan's Happy Hour at Home: Small Plates, Big Flavors, and Potent Cocktails.
That's right.
And what I love about it is it's like the perfect entertaining book. I love the way that you have the menus set up so that there's different vibes. But you could even do if you wanted to have like a big party, you could do like 3 menus, and then
Totally.
people have like different options and stuff. And so what I was really hoping to talk about is sort of like how this book came to be, because I think it's a really great story. And so tell us about that.
Sure. Well, my first book had been out for a while. Not a while, like 8 or 9 months or something. And in that time, I every Friday I would come home. I would get home like about an hour before the wife. Well, she was his girlfriend at the time, so she's stuck it out to the wife and soon to be mother portion, which is remarkable. But I didn't, in fact, it was one time where I didn't quite have enough stuff to make like a full meal for dinner on a Friday night or something. So I just grabbed a few things from the pantry and some leftover vegetables that I had to get rid of, and just sort of whipped something up. And it ended up being these little small plates. It was like probably 3 or 4 little small dishes. And then, we would have, some cocktails and stuff. And then I thought, that was kind of nice. So I just started doing that every week, sort of, by accident. We just started this tradition.
Yeah.
Of, just kind of sitting on the balcony and chilling out. Like we have this little balcony, looks over the street. We judge people's parallel parking.
That's fun.
A lot of people are very bad at it. It's pretty horrendous.
Especially in California.
Oh yeah. And that's all you do is parallel park. So
It's true.
You should be good at it at some point. Like you should get good at it. And I don't understand why. Like I think that I want to open a parallel parking school.
Well, you have fun watching me parallel park because it is real bad.
Yeah, well, hey.
I am terrible. Although, I mean, in my defense, I had like 10 years of not driving before I moved to California.
All right. Well, that's forgivable, I think.
I don't know. I have my
But
moments.
in Los Angeles, you're driving all the time. You should be good at this. Anyway, so we would watch the people parallel park, and we would have drinks, and have little snacks and stuff. And then, she started sort of bragging to her friends and stuff, like, "Hey, guess what we're doing on Friday night? It's so great. My husband rules." And
yeah, well, it's kind of like a nice little fancy bar at home.
Precisely.
With
You
great
don't have
food.
to go out.
I would brag too. Yeah.
Exactly. You don't have to go out. You don't have to deal with the happy hour bar crowd, like business types blowing off steam. Who needs that, and
Who needs to wait?
And who needs to wait, of course. And for what would I have, like French fries?
Totally. And then you have to check Barnivore for all your drinks the whole time.
Exactly. So her friends started saying, "Hey, like, where's our invitation to this happy hour you're doing?" And so then we had to start inviting friends, but we could only do 2 at a time because we had a small balcony. So we had this little reservation book. Robert and Jen are coming this week. Brandon and Stephanie are coming this week, and it just sort of grew from there. So the publisher asked me, "Hey, do you have any ideas for another book?" And I said, "Yes, of course I do." And then I had to go make up a bunch of ideas for a second book. Which I really
right, because you say yes, of course.
I just said yes.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll figure it out later. So then I presented them with this happy hour. I was like, "Hey, I've been doing this thing, happy hour at home. Well, that sounds like a good book. I don't think there's a book like that yet. So let's do that."
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
it's all about sort of filling that, looking at the whole spectrum of what's out there and just trying to find what's not there and filling.
It's so great because it's one of those things that for me, this is a larger problem outside of veganism, but I think a lot of times it gets applied to being vegan or going vegan, is that it's like we live in this world where we're out all the time and we go out all the time and we're sort of at the mercy of what's available to us. And you can do all these things at home and it's just as great, if not better. I think it's better.
I think it's better.
And so this is better. Just totally, it's like make your cocktails at home, make your happy hour snacks at home. And I love the menus. They're fabulous.
Thank you.
And they're totally, and the other thing is that I wanted to, compliment you on, which I feel this way about Chloe Coscarelli too, she's one of my absolute favorite cookbook authors. But it's that no matter how sort of maybe intimidated I would seem by a recipe just by glancing at it, the way you write it out, I'm like, I can do that. I can do that. And that's so great because I think that approachability is key because I think it keeps you from making stuff. But you have some stuff on here that I would probably never attempt, like the little mini Big Macs, but the way you wrote it out, I'm going to do that. I can do that.
Perfect.
Do that. And the girls will eat it and it'll be great.
Yes. And that was really the appeal of the first book. I mean, that was the appeal, I think, of why the publisher contacted me in the first place, is because I was doing the videos on YouTube and on my website.
Oh yeah, because you're the regular dude.
Yeah, exactly. So I wasn't Shefferstein up there, like being all chefy. Of
course. Yeah,
definitely.
I'm just, I was just turn off, I think, for the average cooker, definitely.
Yeah. So and it was true. I was just a dude in my apartment who happened to also cook. And
the average cooker.
Yeah.
The average cooker.
Sure, we can make up words here. It's okay.
It's my show.
It is your show.
We are going to make up words.
Yeah. I think that was the appeal of the videos. That's why the publisher contacted me in the first place, because of that sort of approachability that I do, just sort of that, more casual way of presenting things so that it's like more easy to understand, I guess.
Oh yeah, I think that makes all the difference. And also, speaking of your videos, if people don't, what's your YouTube channel? It's not The Sexy Vegan, is it?
No, because I didn't know what I was going to do when I started YouTube, and I didn't. So it's actually The Sexy Vegan. It's YouTube, and then the user is Lukin82, Lukin 82.
Okay, great. And then what the other great thing about your YouTube channel and this new book is that a lot of the recipes there's great videos for that go with it. So that's incredibly helpful, I think.
Yeah. And that's something that I thought of for the first book, and we used it in the second book as well. You have these little QR codes that you see in magazines now. They're like a little barcode, but they're like this square thing, and you just get this QR code scanner on your smartphone or your tablet or whatever. And, those are free apps. And you just scan it, so you open up the book and you see one of these codes and you just scan it and then a video pops up. It takes you to the video page and you can watch like further demonstration of something that I think is maybe a little more better seen than read.
It's awesome. It's like a cooking show and your cookbook.
Yeah, totally. And also it made sense to have videos incorporated because the reason I exist is because I started making these silly videos. So I figured there should be a video element to the book.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm sorry. I'm distracted because I'm getting all these Facebook chats right now. I'm trying to make them stop making that sound I'm sure you're hearing.
Don't they know who you're talking to right now?
Yeah, don't they know that I'm totally busy? Also, this is like, I don't even know who these people are. Okay. I don't know who you are. Stop messaging me. Okay. I need to leave that conversation. Isn't that the new hanging up on someone? Leaving the Facebook conversation?
You're leaving the conversation, yeah.
It's like, yeah. Laura Yaz left the conversation.
I wish you could, there's a button, it's like, or if somebody like to send you a friend request that you really don't want them to send you a friend request, you could like deny with extreme prejudice. Like that should be a button. There's like decline and then decline with extreme prejudice. Like, so they don't like think like, oh, maybe he just accidentally hit decline. Let me send him another one.
I got a few friends that work over at the Facebook.
Oh, is that right?
I do. Well, yeah, I live right here. I'm right by it. And yeah, so I'm pretty sure that none of them will take any of my suggestions, but I'll continue to give them.
Yeah, try the extreme prejudice button. Decline with extreme prejudice.
Yeah.
Boom.
Deny with extreme prejudice.
Yeah.
I do get a lot of, I'm sure you do too. I get a lot of weird invitations.
Yeah.
I don't know where the people are from.
No.
I think part of it's also because I write for that magazine and my name is in the back.
Right.
So these people.
Right. Yeah, that's a big magazine. Right?
I know. Yeah. And it's the weirdest people find me and are like, Jesus Christ loves you. And I'm like, wow. Okay.
I haven't gotten that one yet.
Because all I'm doing is making fun of Lady Gaga, people.
Yeah.
Not sure Jesus Christ loves me.
Something to aspire to. I would like to have somebody tell me that Jesus Christ loves me.
Someone will. Someone will do it.
Oh,
so one thing I wanted to ask you is, so how did you decide to call yourself the Sexy Vegan?
Oh, it was, I was just going to do this one like little video because somebody in 2006 explained to me what youtube.com was. And I was like, wait, I could do what? This is awesome. And I could curse. This is fantastic. So I just thought like, I'll make one video. And I had just become vegan not too long before that. And so I still had like bad habits that I still engaged in, like smoking cigarettes and drinking a lot.
Sure.
And so I was originally going to call it the Smoking Vegan because I thought it would be funny. And I'm cooking some tofu that's really healthy. And then I'm smoking a cigarette. So I thought that would be funny. And then I decided, well, I think people will click on it more if it just has sexy in the title.
Absolutely,
so
right?
I just named it that. And then it will be sort of silly because, maybe some like pervy guy's like, ooh, hot chick in a bikini.
Chick in a bikini, yeah.
Exactly. And then it's just me, but you've already clicked on it, so I already won. So, yeah. And then maybe you'll actually learn something like how to make guacamole or something like that. So,
well, I love it. I think it's great.
Thank you. Yeah. So it was just sort of it was like one of those like ironic, like you nickname a fat guy Tiny.
I also love that you're the Sexy Vegan and not some chick in a bikini because there's some girl out there who's bummed that she didn't get that.
Oh, there's already like other ones that are called like the something Sexy Vegan. Like there's other like similar ones that have Sexy Vegan and they just add one other word and they are like a kind of a chick.
Well, I tell you what, unless they can make me like some sliders.
That's right.
Or some soba noodles. I'm not interested in them.
I would like to see them try.
Not interested in it. So, how's everything going? Everything good?
Yes, everything's great. I
know that you are going to have a nugget soon.
I am. There's a
congratulations.
Fun in
so
the
exciting.
Proverbial oven. Thank you. So that's
so
interesting.
It'll be diaper hour at home.
Oh yes, yeah. I'm very much looking forward to that. We're deciding which diapers we're going to use. Like, there's like an array of because we're going to use like the cloth.
You're going to go cloth? Do it. It's so
I'm going to
easy.
go cloth. I mean, a friend of mine. Actually, my wife's brother and his sister-in-law had a baby, and they were going to go. They are using the cloth diapers, and they're just like using different ones to try to decide which ones they're going to use.
Mm-hmm.
And because when you choose which one, you have to spend like $500 to
Yes.
get all of them. And I was like, oh, that's a lot. She's like, and she was like, well, I've already spent $500 on disposable diapers in the first like 2 months of this child's life.
Yeah.
So because they were using disposables just while they were figuring everything out.
Yeah.
And
Well, also,
so she
I
was
mean,
like,
you'll probably end up using some disposables anyway. It's just sort of like the reality of life.
Yeah,
And on the go and everything. At
Yeah.
least there's good eco options now.
Right.
But
welcome to the Eco Diaper Hour on the on Big Fat Vegan Radio.
Yeah, welcome to the Eco Diaper Hour. It's our last. We do secret shows for our members, and the last secret show is like all me talking about taking care of kids.
Oh, that's right, because that's
I was
because
like, do people really want to hear this?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so got
But
the
yeah, no,
baby.
I have a friend who's she's like a real hardcore cloth diaperer, and she swears up and down that it's like totally all the products make it so easy nowadays. So
Yeah, it seems like pretty easy. We're a tad worried, but like you just learn stuff. You
I
can
can't
teach-
imagine that it's any worse than disposable diapers. That's what I can't think, because disposable diapering is also totally disgusting. So
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna say like
diapering's
having
disgusting.
to deal with fecal matter sprayed all over the inside of this thing. Like
Doesn't really matter
the
what
type
the
of
vehicle
diaper
is.
not going to be in my forefront of my concerns when I have crap all over my hands.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay,
I mean,
when
you're
I'm getting
basically
to
just
the-
trying to not...
Okay.
You're just basically trying to keep the child from eating feces. That's pretty much the goal the entire time.
and
And for
trying
me,
to
that's
keep
all
my
I
dog-
operate under.
Yes, and trying to keep my dogs from trying to eat it as well.
Oh
It's
my
gonna-
gosh, yeah, the dogs.
gonna be-
Oh,
I
I'm
don't- they like-
excited. Your
they like
dogs are
cat-
going to love having a baby.
Yes, I hope so. I hope they don't try
so
to eat it.
exciting. Well, so that's a really fun sort of sweet touch to this book. Is that
Yes.
you hooked your sweet girlfriend into wifehood with these great recipes.
Yes.
And that you too, ladies
You
and
too.
gentlemen, can
Yes.
snag yourself a baby mama.
That's right. That's right. Or baby daddy, or whatever you want.
Just snag yourself whatever.
It's very easy. Like that's what this is really a dating book, really.
I mean,
Yeah.
who doesn't
Guaranteed.
love cocktails that match snacks?
That's right. That's right.
Nobody.
Nobody
Fools.
does.
Fools, I tell you. Well, do you have any plans for anything you're working on now, or do you not want to tell me?
Well, let's see. I kind of have a
You
top
can keep
secret
it a secret.
book idea, but it's top secret, so I couldn't tell you.
That's fine.
But I'm just sort of I'm thinking about planning some cooking demos and some other things, in aid of promoting the book. But at this time, there's nothing on the books or nothing fully fleshed out.
Nothing that we
planned.
can yet reveal.
Nothing that we can yet reveal. You will be the first to know.
All right. Well, I'm excited. So I'll just assume the best way to keep up with you is on your YouTube channel and thesexyvegan.com.
Yes, thesexyvegan.com has all of the links to all of the places where I am. So that'll have link to YouTube. It'll have link to what are the other things? Facebook and Twitter.
Those social media places.
Yes, social media places. Instagram. I'm on there a lot.
Oh yeah,
I-
your Instagram's great. Definitely
Oh, thank
follow
you.
Brian on
Yes.
Instagram. Lots
Yeah,
of
so there's
delicious
that.
cooking stuff.
Yep. I do a little podcast where I do recipes once in a while. It's on iTunes. It's called Sexy Vegan Ray Didio.
Great video.
and yeah,
that's
yes.
fantastic.
Thank you. You wish you thought of it, don't you?
I do.
Although I do like big fat vegan radio. Oh yeah, and then also I don't know why I'm showing this to you since this is a
I can
podcast, but
see it.
the veg news that's out right now, the July-August issue.
It's your burger on the
I
cover,
did
isn't
the-
it?
What's
It's
that?
Your burger.
It is my burger on the cover and my burgers inside. I did the food feature. It's because it's summer grilling season, so all these
Definitely.
burgers are burgers that I created for this issue of Veg News. And Kate Lewis, the excellent photographer, took all the photos, and they're just like ridiculous. Like
It's
I
a
can't even.
glamorous looking burger.
It is. They like she did an amazing job, and the layout was great. Veg News did a great job, and it was a lot of fun to come up with these burgers. So
Awesome. And they're grilling burgers.
yes, you
I
can grill them.
appreciate that. That's fantastic.
That was one of the goals that I wanted to make sure that they could hold up on a grill, because it's about going to a barbecue and not like, embarrassing yourself in front of all the meat eaters. You're like, oh wait, I gotta put my burger on first, which is fine, before they put the meat on, and then like everybody's waiting like waiting for you to get done with your burger, and then as you're going to flip it, it falls apart and falls through
goes through the cracks. Yeah,
because everybody's watching you because they're waiting to put their meat on the grill. So I designed these burgers to make sure that they do hold up on the grill.
That's fantastic, really.
So if you follow the recipes, and then you make them, and then you just take them to your barbecue, and they'll throw them on the grill, everybody will be thoroughly impressed and most likely jealous of the delicious burger.
They'll want to eat it. That always happens.
They will. It always happens.
Yeah, and then so just for our listeners, if you don't get Veg News or can't find it near you, you can always order from vegnews.com. You can get back issues, and so you can get yourself the burger issue.
The burger issue. Big time. Big time.
I want it. That sounds great.
Yeah. You should.
Fantastic. All right, awesome. Yeah. I actually don't know if this episode is going to air before or after our fundraiser episode yet, so I'm not sure what the order will be there, but Big Fat Vegan listeners, as our current quarterly fundraiser, one of the prizes that we'll be raffling off is a copy of the Sexy Vegan Happy Hour at home. So lucky you can win this fabulous cookbook.
Yes.
And have your own happy hour at home, which, like I told you, I don't have a kitchen, so I'm going to start going to other people's houses and making happy hour at their home.
Yeah, like they're going to turn you away when you show up.
They're not. They're really not.
And say, hey, guess what I'm going to do for you? They're going to not turn you away.
I'm going to come over and make a bunch of really delicious food and drinks. Yeah. Are you interested?
Yeah.
And they're going to be like, no, Laura, that sounds awful.
Right.
Awful. Well, thank you so much for having make that
all of those things, yes.
Thank you so much for coming on this show and taking the time to chat with us today.
Anytime.
Awesome. So excited for everything you're doing, and just so grateful for all your great recipes you're putting out there for everybody. So thank you so much.
Always a pleasure. Well, not always. This is the first time I was on the show, but to talk to you.
Yes.
Always a pleasure. Because we talked before.
Thank you.
Yes.
Shucks. Wow.
Yeah, and look, I'm like you are kind of part of my day every day because you gave me the Miyoke Shinner book that I'm cooking out of, like the Artisan Vegan Cheese book. See, Laura was so nice enough at Vita Vegan Con to give me the book that she won in the game show that they were having. So she won the Miyoke Shinner's.
To everyone know that I won. I love winning.
She did win with her extreme brain power.
I'm a winner.
She's a winner. She won the book.
God, that question was so weird.
She gave me the book.
Somebody was asking me, they were like, what was your question? I was like, I feel like my question was gluten-free trivia, not vegan trivia.
Right.
But I did get it right.
You did get it right.
No, I mean, everyone knows I already have that book, so I did win a copy, and Brian was making a sad face that he didn't have it.
I did because I had just got done telling you how many hints I had dropped to my wife that I wanted that for Christmas, and she never caught any of them.
So I just slid it across the table.
You totally showed my wife up, which, sometimes wives have shown up. Sometimes, hey, whatever. So, but yeah, so I'm loving that book, and I've been making the cheeses out of that book. And
yeah, it looks like you're having a great time with it.
I am having a great time with it.
Your cheeses look great. So you're having success with it.
I'm having success with it. I think it's really a game changer as far as homemade cheese making goes.
Yeah, so. I think that too. I mean, I've been to a few parties with her platters there, and I find it really pretty mind blowing. But I know that the at home aspect, more or less, can be challenging. But your stuff looks like it's coming out really great. So that's.
It is. Yeah, I've heard some people are having a problem, some people aren't, but I don't see how. If you just
I think you just have to follow instructions. Some people don't like to do that.
Yeah. Some people don't like.
Honest.
I usually don't like to do that, but I did do it for this book because I was very curious.
It's like baking,
Right.
Yeah, because some people are like, "How are you?" Because I really love to bake, and everyone's like, "How do you make this stuff?" And I'm like, "I just follow the instructions."
That's it.
I'm really not doing anything special.
I don't like to bake. I rarely bake. I made my wife a birthday cake just the other day. It was her birthday, and it was like this chocolate raspberry, like it had this raspberry stuff on it and all these raspberries and chocolate. It was delicious. It was amazing. We had a party. People were like, "Oh my God, how did you make this cake? You're so." I'm like, I looked up on the internet and I
found a recipe.
I just followed it. Like, it's not that difficult when you're following recipes.
Yeah, I know. So. I don't deserve any credit for all my baking. It's all Chloe's Vegan Desserts or
right.
What is it? The Joy of Vegan Baking. That's all. That's it. Those are I have no secrets. They're public.
Yeah, I really don't take credit, but some people just want to give me the credit. So
I know they do. They really do. They do.
Yeah.
Even
so now that
I'll
that
bake
we've
with the Wholesome Chow mix, because that's that really good gluten-free mix. You use that mix?
What is it?
The Wholesome Chow gluten-free baking mix.
No.
It's fabulous. I mean, it's really great. Everything comes out fantastic, and
cool.
I've had nothing but good experiences with it. And even that, I'll have like the package sitting on the counter. People are like, "This is so great." I'm like, "I used that bag."
I have the bag right next to it.
I put almond milk in it, and I stirred.
Yeah. Okay. So now that we've promoted Miyoko's book and Chloe's book and Wholesome Chow, yeah, we're hitting them all.
We're good. Cool. We're good. Yeah. We're just spreading the vegan enthusiasm as well.
It's very important.
Which is what we do over here at Big Fat Vegan Radio. We spread vegan enthusiasm.
Yes.
That's what we do. So anyway, again, just such a delight to have you.
Absolutely.
Love your book, and I can't wait to be cooking from it more. And I will post pictures and everything.
Yes. I look forward to seeing these pictures.
Yeah, they'll be great.
Yes.
They'll be, because I'm very skilled with my iPhone.
Right. Well, did you take Issa's
I did.
iPhone?
I took a workshop.
I took the workshop as well. I took the workshop. I got some swatches.
Yeah, I think I lost my swatch, I have to say.
Yeah. I just have like these fancy napkins that I put next to it. Yeah, whatever.
No, but those are famous swatches.
They are very famous.
Issa does it, I think. Her new cookbook. Yeah.
Oh, is that? Yeah. Yes.
Famous swatches of fabric.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Well, thanks so much, Brian.
Thank you, Laura.
And I'll chat with you soon.
Indeed.
Thanks so much. Great to have you on. Really.
All right.
Bye.
Take care. Bye.
If you can't tell how fun Brian is from that interview, you just get your butt right over to YouTube and you check out his videos, or just go to thesexyvegan.com and enjoy. All right. Well, as always, please go to bigfatveganradio.com for all your big fat vegan needs, and feel free to drop us a line or give us a call. You can email us at bigfatveganradio.com, or you can call us at 315-VEGAN-01. That's 315-834-2601. And remember, we always need your support. If you just go to bigfatveganradio.com and click on support us, there's a list of ways that you can help us do what we do, even some that cost nothing at all. Of course, please follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Our beloved drag queen is Honey LaBronx, and you can find me always under Laura Yaz. You can also feel free to check out both of our YouTube channels, 3 Minutes About a Movie and the Vegan Drag Queen Cooking Show. We need to give a big shout out to Michael Harren, our composer of our fantastic, very catchy Stuck in My Head theme song, and Kelly Huffine, the artist behind our logo, artwork, and character designs. This episode was brought to you by our official sponsor, Sunshine Villa. Sunshine, thank you so much for your generous support. We love you so much. That's all we've got for Big Fat Vegan Radio. Please subscribe to us through iTunes or your podcatcher of choice. It's extra helpful if you can give us an awesome rating and a glowing review. And be sure to let us know what you thought of this episode on our Facebook page. Send us a tweet, leave us a voicemail, or write us a comment at bigfatveganradio.com. We love to hear from you. Thanks for listening, everyone. Oh, and gosh, what's that thing we always say? Go vegan! All right, well, sorry about that. I gotta tell you, it is my goal in life to figure out how to interview someone without having to quit Skype and restart it. And I thought I had it all figured out this time. I did not.
So close.
I really thought it was already recording that everything. Yeah. Whatever. All right. So let me just. You all set? You got everything?
Yeah, this is weird because I'm usually in my underwear when I do interviews, and now I had to put pants on because this is video.
You can turn the video off and take your pants off if that makes you more comfortable.
Okay. No, I think that'd be fun.
I'm pretty sure I have interviewed some naked people.
I'll bet.